Hello everyone, I'm Kamesh Shekar. I lead the privacy and data governance vertical at Dialogue. Dialogue is a think tank based out of Delhi. And I'm this year's youth ambassador of Internet Society. So my project for this year's fellowship or ambassadorship is enabling regulations for space-based communication services. Okay, let me give like a little bit of background why I chose this topic. So digital penetration has picked up pace in India. Still, it has not covered a considerable mass, especially low-income and rural population. For instance, the Telecom Regulator of India, TRAI, report states that the internet penetration in rural areas only like 36.24 percentage per 100 population. Or I can put it as 36.24 per 100 population. However, like access to internet at the low latency could be meaningful utilization of digital services. For instance, if underconnected areas constantly face issues like call dropping or problem of finding the network coverage area, there's no objective of increasing financial inclusion or setting the base for digitally enabled development, which might not be adequately met, which is what the case in India is right now, where like almost most of your service deliveries and welfare deliveries have moved digital. So ensuring last mile internet connectivity and last mile internet itself across the country requires a deeper look at the manner in which the foundational infrastructure is being built and maintained. So while terrestrial-based internet infrastructure has constraints in terms of serving the underserved and remote localities, the recent development in the space-based communication services using low latency orbiting satellites are designed to serve the fast, affordable broadband to underserved and unserved communities worldwide. However, what's the concern that my project is or like my initiative tried to look into is the regulatory landscape in India within which the satellite-based communication networks operate and how that could cause hurdles to the development of the satellite-based communication services and its innovation capabilities. So, like, therefore, like through this, what I did is like a current regulatory landscape analysis and how can we actually mend and tackle the regulatory hurdles faced by the space-based communication services sector. So, like some of the key outcomes that has come out is like the project actually looked into how like there is an overburdening of administrative overlaps in the licensing process where there are multiple regulators and multiple authorities, which might cause confusion in terms of like getting the operations in place, and it also increases the time consumption. So through this initiative, what I proposed is a single window clearance process through which we can enable interregulatory coordination in terms of giving licenses. Another key aspect which has come out of my project is what is the way through which the radio waves can be allotted or the spectrums can be the airwaves, sorry, the airwaves can be allotted, to various service providers. Though there is a lot of debate in India in terms of like, the way forward should be through the auction-based system, which is what the telecom service providers do. Here, through this project, actually, we make a case why auction-based system might not be the optimal way forward, as the servicing base for particularly for the satellite communication is very low, and such that it might actually incur loss for people who actually use or provide such services as satellite-based communication services. Therefore, like the initiative proposes to form administrative way of like moving forward towards allotting the spectrum of airwaves. So these are like the two important like regulatory aspects that the India at this moment faces. And in addition to that, we are on the also the annexure to this is also like how low orbiting satellites, which is the key innovation within the satellite communication services, operate within India is also a little bit looked into the initiative where I looked into how GST concerns, which is like the goods and services taxes of India, could cause some concerns, and lack of incentives and the lack of permissions for actually operating such systems in India could also like cause some concerns. So this is what my initiative had come up with, and I look forward towards like meeting you all in the symposium. Thank you.